What I'd like to tell you guys about the 2-year programs is this. Number one, if you guys are looking to go to school in September as an undergrad, for most 4-year programs, the deadline is long since passed. If you really do want to go to a 2-year program, then, ladies and gentlemen, go to a university or a college, then you can always opt to go to a 2-year program, such as Montgomery College. For you guys, if you got a student visa right now, the application deadline for Montgomery College is August 1st. So you still got time. I don't recommend you wait until August 1st. The same is true, actually, I believe, of NOVA, too, Northern Virginia Community College. If you guys have already got your student visa, and I think you all do, then you don't have to worry. And if you don't have a student visa, you probably got some other type of visa, a green card. You don't have to worry about that. But you'll have till August 1st. But I recommend if you are looking at those programs, then you don't wait. I'll talk about the application process in a bit. Let me explain this, ladies and gentlemen, okay? If you're not sure, let me tell you this. The 2-year programs, ladies and gentlemen, many 2-year programs have both the university track, in other words, those who want to go to 4-year, get their bachelor's degree, that's a 4-year degree, okay? Community colleges, if you go there for 2 years, you finish, you graduate, you get what's called an associate's degree. It could be an associate of arts, it could be an associate of science, it could be associate of business, okay? If you get that degree, normally most universities, if they accept you, if your grades are good, okay? If they accept you, they will accept you usually as a 3rd-year student. And like I said, most programs in universities in the United States are 4-year programs. In business, they're 4 years. In biology, 4 years for an undergrad degree. Okay? So I do want you to know that. If money is an issue, I always recommend the 2-year programs. They are less expensive. If your grades are an issue, I recommend the 2-year program. Okay? So keep that in mind. If you're not sure what you want to do, I recommend the 2-year program. Save yourself some money. Okay? Now, students often ask me if they go to a 2-year program, will they get into Harvard? Well, my question to you is right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go to Harvard, then you apply to Harvard now. You don't wait. Okay? I don't know if you get my humor there, but I've had students go, "Oh, Jim, can I go to Georgetown if I go to Montgomery College?" And I tell them, I say, if you do very well, there's a possibility that you'll get accepted into Georgetown, but you got to do extremely well. And then I always say this: do you think you can get into Georgetown now with your grades? Okay? Because that's an issue, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I do want you to know there are 2-year programs. For example, out in California, the City of Los Angeles Junior College or Los Angeles Community College, I forget what it's one of those. They have an agreement. 38% of their graduates who apply to UCal Berkeley are accepted. That's who apply. That sure is a lot. I saw that, and I mean they advertised that. They say and of course they should. It's a 2-year program, but they say 38% of their students who apply to UCal Berkeley are accepted. Whoa, that's really good, guys. That's really good, and I do like. My point is, some junior colleges you go, Okay, not that good. But I'll tell you, Nova, Virginia's over there. Northern Virginia Community College and Montgomery College are very good two-year programs. From Nova, if you go to Nova and you get your associate's degree and you have good grades, actually they say if you have a 2.5 or better, you are automatically accepted into George Mason University, assuming you apply. Assuming you apply.
You said 2.5?
2.5. That's out of 4. That's out of 4. Okay? And that's not that bad. That's not, you should all, guys, you should all be getting 3.0s and better. That's what I always recommend. Okay? Maryland, Montgomery College, you get your associate's degree from MC, and you are automatically accepted into one of the Maryland state schools. For the moment, they're still working on getting automatic acceptance into the University of Maryland College Park. Okay, that I have to tell you. Okay, but there are a lot of good state schools in Maryland. Okay, not that I am promoting I'm not promoting these states or these state schools at all. I'm just saying I want you to know that there are options, and I don't want you to feel like you only got one choice. Okay. Okay. Now, having said that, if you are applying, guys, any graduate students here? Graduate school. Graduate school? Okay. If you are looking to apply for January, okay, for January, right? Okay, you've got to get moving right now. Okay? Many graduate programs, number one, don't accept for January. Many do not. Okay, the majority of graduate schools except for September, fall semester. Okay, that could be late August. That could be the beginning of September. Okay, there you still got a lot of time, you know. But if you're looking to apply for January, number one, you've limited your choices because not all programs accept for January. Okay. And as far as time is concerned, you better get on the horn. Okay? Now, next thing I like to point out, okay, is this. Here. Having said that, the application process, right? That's just the introduction. Got lots of stuff.
And what is the easier, to go to university or to go to community college?
The easier
where
is community college. The
the-
easiest,
the
yeah,
study
it's
college.
much easier. It's the application process for the 2-year college is much easier than it is for the 4-year school.
Okay.
Okay, I mean that's night and day.
So, and if I have a good degree or good grades for these 2 years, I have a better chance to go to the top university. Or not?
No, I would not say you have a better chance. No, for the top you mean like MIT?
Yeah.
MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, University of Pennsylvania, Harvard, Yale,
Yeah.
Stanford. No, I'm sorry.
It's the same rules for anybody. Yeah.
Anybody. Yeah, it is difficult. Number one, it's difficult to get into these schools now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The
Like the
issue
next
is-
year.
Yeah. Well, the issue is, you know, are your secondary school grades? Are your secondary school grades fantastic? Thank you very much. Are you in the top 1% of your class? Are you number 1 in your class? Okay, maybe the top 5. Okay, are you in the top 5 of your class?
Is that evaluated in your high school outside, or that's more for graduate program?
Oh, that's for undergrad. For
Right.
extremely competitive undergrad and graduate school programs.
But how can they know how to
We're going to get into that. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Don't worry. Okay, that's what you're here for, and that's what we're going to say. Okay, okay. When you are looking at the top schools, right, for undergrad programs, they are looking not only at your grades, but they are looking at what else you have done.
Yeah.
You know, were you involved in activities? Did you do volunteer work? Do you play sports? Okay, are you involved in the community activities? Were you involved in student government if you have student government? You know, these are things that these top schools are also looking at. If you just went to school and that's it,
it's not enough.
Not for the top schools.
Yeah.
In general, I don't want, it's not 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say 100%, but in general, no, it's not enough. Okay.
And I still can go to the third year. Yeah.
Yes.
Of top school, but I need more things. But
yeah,
it's
like
the same rules.
I'm not going to put
in general
dreams into your head. In general, it's extremely difficult to transfer to the top schools. Extremely difficult. I gave you an example out in California, and that I saw that and I was shocked. I'm extremely surprised. Because University of California, Berkeley is one of the top schools on the West Coast. Okay? And when I saw that going from 2-year program there, I thought, whoa, man, that's great. Okay? So, I can't say. That's not for me to say. That, I can say your opportunities are limited. But there are so many good programs. And as I always, I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to one more time. What is the opportunity of being accepted into a Harvard, a UPenn, an MIT right now?
I mean, if you meet everything, there's a 10%.
Well, then you should, exactly.
Right.
So what I recommend is that, hey, if you, apply, I strongly encourage you, if you want to, you apply. Which brings us to right there, the application. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when you are applying to whether it's graduate school or undergraduate school, okay, we have thousands of universities in the United States, over 8,000, over 8,000. And that's not even including the 2-year schools.
Not accredited ones.
Huh? And the non-accredited ones. So yeah, well, I don't talk about that. Okay. Things you want to consider. You want to consider, number one, size of the school. These are things you have to ask yourself. Do you want to go to a large school or a small school? When I say a large school, like the University of Maryland has about 35,000 students. Ohio State University has over 45,000 students. These are huge. Now, obviously, they're not all in your program.
In one class.
Right. Okay. But it does mean that the class sizes are larger, especially in undergrad programs. Okay. For graduate school, you have your specialization, your area. Engineering, what's your area?
Opera, music.
Music.
Yes.
Well, then you're looking for a school such as Juilliard.
Oh, I'm studying at University of Maryland.
Oh, you are right now.
School of Music.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. I don't think it's as good as the University of Cincinnati, but I went to UC, and I know UC has a very good school of music. Okay, I don't know if University of Cincinnati. I'm sorry, I didn't. But I understand. Okay, certainly. I mean, that's obviously a specialty area, and you want to go to a fairly good school for that. And Maryland has a good program.
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard that. So the issue is, for graduate school and engineering, there are many, many, many excellent engineering schools. Many, many, many. What's your field? You're an E. Okay, undergrad or graduate student? Oh, you're another one. Okay, another graduate. There are many, many programs there. I know you want to go business. What's your field?
Opera.
Oh, Oh, you're another singer. You're both singers.
My brother.
Oh, my goodness gracious. And you both have good voices. You're lucky, huh? You're lucky. What's your field?
Political science.
Okay.
But I'm looking for a PhD because I finished my graduate.
Okay, so certainly. Okay, sure. Where you're, here again. Okay, you've got a master's?
Yeah.
You have your master's in poli-sci already? You're undergrad, I know that. You know what you want to study?
Engineering.
Oh, you want to go into engineering too? Like I said, there are many programs. Okay, there really are. And many excellent programs. Okay, you want to get your doctorate in poli-sci?
Yeah.
Good show. You know where you want to go?
Not exactly, because my English is not so good. I'm here
understand.
to improve it, and after that I can choose.
Yeah,
but
excellent
I
grades.
right now I think about the next year maybe.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, the point is, there are so many good poli-sci programs. So many. Not only IBM based as Georgetown. University of Michigan, excellent. Depends what you feel, what your area is.
Yeah.
It really does. Okay.
May I ask you, before we go to the application process, about scholarships, especially for scholarships in community colleges or the lower
Extremely
point.
unlikely. Extremely unlikely. You got to talk to them about that. Okay. But I will say again, extremely unlikely. Now, if you were an opera singer, maybe you get a scholarship.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't have scholarship.
Maybe there can be another way to less cost of education.
Sure, if you can get a teaching assistantship or a research assistantship.
But when
these you have to
so
ask.
young, I cannot
You have
help.
You have to ask. I can't on these things here. I can't tell you this school will give it.
Yeah.
This is what you have to do research on when you're looking at the schools to see what is available. Okay.
I ask about the general.
Yeah. Oftentimes, what I recommend